Hello, everyone. Welcome to Marilyn's Tarot Take. I hope everybody had a good day, good weekend. I am sitting in Sunday right now, and I am embarking on quite the adventure here today. I am bringing forth my Libra Moon Deck Collection. My goal is to try to keep this to an hour, no guarantee, because I have 14 decks. A couple of them I'll be showing side by side. So this is by far my largest collection, and it is my very first love of any decks. The Libra Moon products are absolutely phenomenal. The quality is just outstanding, and the quality gets even more outstanding with every deck that goes by. Carol's talent is absolutely amazing, and Paul Warmby was also involved in several of these decks. So will try not to tarry too long. You know how I am. I get all involved in looking at the cards, and so I'll try not to tarry too much. But the way I'm going to do this is essentially the earliest decks to the most recent decks. So I'm going to start with two that are out of print. This is the art edition. This is the Serpent and the Peacock Tarot art version, and the tin version and the boxed version, and they are out of print. So just wanted you to know, but I have to show them. These are some extra cards that I'll show in a minute, because this box set came with extra cards. But I'd like to show the cards side by side. They're slightly different, but look at the box, just like normal. The Libra Moon, her way of doing things is just outstanding. I mean, look at that design. I know, keep it moving. It's gonna be hard. This was assigned a limited 750 sets. So these went pretty fast. So this came with a signed card, and look at the inside of the box. It's just, at this point, it's a paperback book. Beautiful, beautiful book. All of her books have colored pictures of the images and lots and lots and lots of information. And it gets even greater information as we go along. I will list all these decks, and I will list all of her sites, because she has many. She has astrology sites, and she has deck sites. She has all kinds of things. So, but as you can see, look at this presentation. Look at these backs. Look at the inside of the box. We live by the sun, feel by the moon, learn from the cards by the light of the Libra moon. That's her motto. Oh my gosh. Here we go. I'm going to be oohing and awing. And I'm going to show these side by side because one has border and one doesn't. And one's just a little bit more blingy. The colors are pretty much the same. The art version is has a little bit more color, a little bit more orange in the coloration. But they're just gorgeous. Oops, I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. Sorry. These have gold gilding, both of them. And the tin version has borders, which I don't mind the border. Some people just don't like borders, but I don't mind the borders at all. But I'm just going to quickly go through. These are just gorgeous. I mean, we'll look at the difference up close. Slightly different card finish. The tin is slightly glossy, but it's really not glossy. This is a little bit more matte. But look at that, and the coloration's a little different. There's some additional, this doesn't have the border on it, so we're only seeing a tiny portion of this here. So we are seeing more of the image. It's a little bit wider, the same height. So isn't that fabulous? One of my favorite fools, and my favorite magician out of this series. Sorry, they're stuck together. So we're just going to flip through here so you can get an idea of what the cards look like. This is not the first Libra Moon deck I got. That was the Tarot of Paul's Moon, which is coming up, and I also got the Medieval Beasts Oracle to go with it. But you can see the coloration's different. You get more of the image. They're sticking together. Sorry. But, oh, they're just so beautiful. Oh. So yes, this medieval imagery. She has gone through beaucoup images to get all of these steps put together, but it's just, my fingers aren't working. But as you can see, these are gorgeous in and of their own right. Look at that. They're both beautiful. There's a positive to the more muted colors, makes it look older. There's a positive to the brighter colors. Everything pops. Look at this Hanged Man. Is this just not fabulous? I don't know why my finger's not working tonight, but you know, it's just one of those days. But look at that Hanged Man. You know, I'm going to linger too much. It's going to be a 2-hour video if I'm not careful. But the death cards are epic. Her death cards are great. And many of the decks, you have extra cards to choose from. See, now this Temperance is different. She's changed the image, or I have chosen that image. Let's see if there's the Temperance in here. I can't remember. These are the extra cards that come with, and that could have been an extra Temperance card. Magician, the Devil. Look at that Devil card. Isn't that fun? As fun as a Devil card can be. So yeah, there wasn't a different Temperance card, so they must just be 2 different images. I'm not an expert on these. I love them though. May not be an expert, but boy do I love them. Look at that Devil card. Fabulous. Tower. Aren't these just great? So these 2 are out of print. You can still find them. With 2 different moon cards. I chose a different one. You still find them. They're still out there, but being out of print, they might be a little pricier. But if you can find them, this is so worth getting. These decks are just quality beyond quality beyond quality. So yeah, look at that imagery. Oh my goodness. I've done walkthroughs on some of the decks. This being out of print, I don't think I did a walkthrough on this. But I was kind of late to the game on the Libra Moon decks. I haven't been at this for more than a 1.5 years or so. So of course, the first Libra Moon deck I got was a Simon Made Me Do It. Now I have an acronym for that. I have a SMMDI deck. That's my Simon Made Me Do It. So I call them my SMMDI decks. So he has his very own acronym. But the Pentacles are just, look at that. And I do want to flip through all the cards. I know it's going to take a little while. I'll try not to linger, but I want you to see all the cards. Look at that. Look at that Devil. Is that just not the best? Or I mean that Pentacle. 4 Pentacles. He's just holding right on to it. Looks like a devil though, doesn't it? Aren't these gorgeous? These 2 are slightly different. Love me a good Blemmy. I love the Blemmies. They are one of the most interesting characters in any of these medieval decks. I just think they're fabulous. So yeah, we'll flip through here. There's your 9 of Pentacles, 10. Look at the page. Don't you love that? The Knight. I like she's female knight. Queen, King. Love it. Love, love, love it. There's some more imagery in this Page of Swords. I do apologize for not being able to pick those up. More imagery in here. Oh, aren't they fabulous? Look at the tree. Love this. Love, love, love this 4 Swords. One of my favorite 4 Swords ever. Isn't that cool? Five of Swords. This is rather devilish too. As you can see, you've got more imagery in the wider image on the wider card. Look at this. Don't you love it? Oh, sorry. Got to get it down here. I'm too busy gandering at them. Pull this down a little bit. I love this depiction of the Eight of Swords. Absolutely love this. This one has the blindfold. This one doesn't. Love it. Slightly different bedspread. Just a little different coloration. A little different swords. There's the 10. Page. Isn't that fabulous? Knight. There's our Queen and King. Aren't these just gorgeous? Look at that Two of Cups. I don't know if they're celebrating the demise of this character down here. Could be. 3. Here's the 4. Pondering, thinking. Here's the 5. Not great. 6. There's the 7. 8. The 8's are a little different. You've got the same image, it's just depicted differently. See more of the boards there. Oh, and this is such a beautiful 9 of Cups. Love this 9 of Cups. 10, lovely. Look at this 10. Isn't that gorgeous? And we've got the page now. They're blemmies. The Knight. Queen and King Cup. So this is the Serpent and the Peacock Art Edition, both out of print, the tin and the art edition. So like I say, if you can find them, it's going to be worth the investment. The value of these will go nothing but up, up, up. I'm going to put these away because I don't want anything to happen. So bear with me. You can gander at the backs while I get them in here. But I love this particular gilding is slightly muted in its color, not quite so shiny. Oh, love, love, love. Put them in here. Okay. On to the next. And even if you have one Libra Moon deck, I would love for you to do a tag on this and show us what you have, and I'd like to hear your opinion on them because I'm just loving, loving, loving them. All right, this is the Serpent and the Peacock 3 Moons. Learn from the cards. 3 Moons edition includes 80 cards and a guidebook. So here we have 3 moons to choose from. And I may not have them all in here because I have them over on my altar. Should have them on my altar. So this is, again, the 3 moons. Look at the back. Do you love it? I'm going to pause a minute because I'm not liking my focus as much on this deck. So hold just a second. Okay, let's see if that's going to be a little bit better. Okay, so Serpent Peacock. This is the guidebook for this one. Beautiful, just like the others. Excellent quality. There's some similar imagery. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm just going to quickly go through these cards. Don't need to do a comparison particularly. We've got the pertinent words down here like the sun, brightness, optimism, success, radiance. Answer to a question is yes. Transparency. The truth will be revealed, celebrated, happiness, joyous outcome, vitality, and rebirth. So I love the fact that, we'll look at the backs here. Aren't they great? Oh, great. So Similar images to the other with explanations, which I love. Particularly if you're learning, this deck is phenomenal for that. Absolutely phenomenal. Aren't these gorgeous? Beautiful. So a lot of the same images, yet there's some different ones. There's that beautiful Nine of Cups. Love, love, look at the Fool. Love the Fool. Love, love, love the Fool. Isn't that great? These aren't in order, as you can see. But I like this down here with the meanings. I think it's a fabulous learning. See, this was the Fool in the other deck. So she switched it up a little bit. Aren't these great? There's that Four of Pentacles. There's the Devil with people in the belly. Belly of the beast, as it were. But yeah, aren't these fabulous? There's those blimmies. Love, love, love. Different Three of Cups. Different Five of Cups. Two of Swords. Nine of Wands. Look at this. Look at that King of Wands. Is that not fabulous? There's that Eight of Swords again. Love it. Love this Judgment card. Isn't that great? And the Moon, look at the Moon card. I think it's the other deck that I have the other moons for. Look at that Knight. Oh, there's my favorite four. And the silly Hangman. Isn't he silly? That face comes up again later in a newer deck. Like that Knight of Wands, too. I love them all. Who's getting who? Look at that Moon. One of my favorites. Isn't that fabulous? Pardon me, clearing my throat. I think I'm getting a cold. Oh my. And look at the Temperance. Isn't that beautiful? Unicorn. So these are, look at the Four Wands. Oh, the World card. Isn't that fabulous? If you'd like to see a walkthrough on one of these I have not done a walkthrough on, I would be more than happy to do that. This is a beautiful silver, somewhat, well, it does shine different colors depending upon your lighting. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, look at the backs. And this is linen. I believe it's linen. If not, it's linen-esque. Feels like linen. Oh, beautiful. And if you notice, there's the crescent moon there. Libra. Love it. Love it. So that is the Serpent and the Peacock. Learn from the cards. 3 Moons edition. 80 cards and the guidebook. So you do get some extra moons in there. Love it. Love it. Okay, next on the list. Put that over here. Let's see. Mood of the Moon Oracle. Fabulous, fabulous. And you can see how nicely these go together. They really do go very nicely together. Mood of the Moon Oracle. Love it. And this is having to do with, let me get to the front here. You've got the seasons, you've got all the astrology, and then you've got the 4 elements. This is an excellent deck. You've got fire and air, earth and water, And you've got all the fire signs listed here, all the astrology, which is great. And you're looking to see where the sun is. So you look and find out where the sun is. Is it in a fire sign? Is it in water sign? Is it in air sign? Whatever sign it's in, then that is the sign, the side of the card that you will be working with. So it's very fun. Very fun oracle. 93 cards and a guidebook. Another fabulous box, fabulous presentation, fabulous coloring. And look at these backs. Oops, I don't think I have it. I didn't have it underneath there. Hold on. There we go. You can do it. I didn't have the ribbon underneath the deck. So hence, I'm having a little difficulties. Technical difficulties. I gotta get this bottom part out. Here we go. And look at the bottom of this box. That was on the back of the other one. Oh my goodness, my goodness. So it has a little bit of an extra card here, the planets. It's a nice reference card. But look at these beautiful cards. I've been in here rooting around looking at them, so as you can see, they're going to be a little bit askew, as it were. And this is the zodiac, the dates thereof. Hopefully I don't have these too mixed up. And here are the signs. So these are nice reference cards to have out when you're looking at the cards. Let me get it out of the glare. Move it over there. These are so great. And again, you're going by the sun sign, where it is, where the sun is, and then you're going to read from here. So if the sun, if you draw this card, environment, shapes, and feelings. So if we go to the book, 93, just as an example, so you can see how this works. So, and I have found the sun to be in the air sign right now. Where are you, 93? Environment's feelings. I'm getting there. Again, my fingers aren't working today. 83, 93. Let's do this one. It's 76. We're going to go to 76. Okay, so let's say that the sun is in the air sign. So good listener, you come to the book. You would go to the good listener page. You've got the numerology involved. So if you go to the air, good listener, be a good listener. Your ears will never get you in trouble. So this is really fun to use. Very fun to use. Let's go through some of the cards here, just so you can get a feel for them. Again, beautiful colors, beautiful everything. I mean, they're just so great to work with. And just a little different slant on things, you know? Look at that. Finding purpose. The imagery is just so wonderful. And it's nice to have an oracle to go along with the other decks that has the same feel. I'm kind of a matchy-matchy oracle kind of thing. I like to have the same either color palette or tone or feel to it. And this goes beautifully, of course it would. Look at these images. Meetings do not go as intended. Monday back at work. I only work with 2 other people, so I wouldn't have quite that big of a crowd. Social butterfly. Look at the imagery. Is this just not fabulous? Emotional highs and lows. Oh my gosh, I'm already 24 minutes. So this is what this imagery looks like. Just fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Claustrophobic. Yeah, that could be a little bit problematic there. And you've got the zodiac signs down here that are appropriate to it. Doesn't that look like not an arc, but a space? Yeah. First thing I see is a spaceship. Don't you love it? But it's the arc. I have a little different slant on things, obviously. Power plays are ineffective now. Yep, you're in a kettle of hot water right there. Aren't these just fabulous? Two-faced. Isn't that great? And then, you know, the other ones are Shared feelings, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Tempered and receptive. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities with using this deck. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Do you love it? I love it. That's one of my favorite ones. Haven't gotten that too many times though, must say. And there's that crazy lion. Love that crazy lion. So these are so fun, so different, so beautiful. Look at the elephant. Absolutely gorgeous. Open-ended alliances thrive and prosper. Busy as a bee. He's chosen great cards for this purpose. Absolutely fabulous. So again, Mood of the Moon Oracle is what we just looked at. I think if you have a Libra Moon deck, you definitely need the Oracle. Definitely. All right, let me put this away here. Now we are on to Catfolk Tarot. This is something a little different that she did. She employed an artist to draw the catfolk. 161-page guidebook. It's a beautiful deck. The Catfolk Tarot, first in a series of decks dedicated to cats. People love their kitties. Beautiful, another beautiful box. I mean, and rose petal finish. I love rose petal. Look at that image. Oh, and this is a 500 series, so there's 500 of them. I am blessed with 193. So, and look at the backs. Put that over there. Aren't they beautiful? This is linen, the standard size linen finish. Isn't that beautiful? Aw. And I love these cards. They've got the majors are in a different color and the minors are in the white. So the majors are in the black. So here's the Fool. Isn't he cute? Let me get this down in the screen here. Magician. I love this kind of folk art feel with the imagery. The Empress. Look at that Emperor. Isn't he just all that and a bag of chips? He is. The Hierophant. Lovers. Aren't these just great? Look at the Chariot. Strength. Hierophant. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Hangman. I love that she did the majors in the black. Really makes them pop and stand out. Look at the Death card. Isn't that cool? Temperance. The Devil. If you want to see a little slower walkthrough on some of these, just look through my videos and they're down the way a little bit. And the World. Don't you love the World card? Okay, and then the Wands. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? 2 of Wands. Okay, I gotta go faster. I can't go through every card as much as I want to. I just can't. These are just fabulous. If you love cats, this is just such a quality cat, a cat deck. I mean, we're not talking a tuck box cat deck here. And look at all the gold foiling around. Isn't that just fabulous? Oh, love it. So this is, I think I may only have one other cat deck. This is my cat deck. Aren't these great? Oh, poor kitty. I love it. Look at that Ace of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. Love it. King, Queen, and Kitty. So this is the Catfolk Tarot, limited edition, still available. So if you don't have a cat tarot and you want to get a cat tarot, this is the one to good. I mean, you're not going to find a lot of quality like this out there. You're just not. All right. Now on to the next, which is, where am I? This is what started me into her decks. This is the Tarot of Paul's Moon. I'm going to pause this a minute. I want to. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, this is what started me out. Hold on a minute here. I want to do something a little different. You can see my coloration happening here. That's a little better. It's not, the green's not coming through as much as I would like. But anyway, this started me. This was a Simon Made Me Do It deck right here. This was my very first deck that I got. Very first one. And while I was there, I went ahead and got Medieval Oracle of the Beast because I do work with oracles, with decks. But look at the quality of these boxes. Seriously. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And look at the presentation here. I love this type of top box. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's an experience just opening the boxes. I mean, it's just, yeah, you just don't get this kind of quality hardly ever. And this is all raised gold. Oh, and look at the backs. Well, there's just so much to look at. I don't even know what to say. The books are leather books. And I'd never seen anything like this. This is a little orangey in the coloring. But look at this. The image is stamped in the leather. It has a ribbon. They both have ribbons. Both gilding, gold gilding. Look at the quality. The pages are such high quality. The images are such high quality. All a full page of information for each card. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Same with this. Just gorgeous. Look at that. Gold. Like I say, it's just such an experience. And to utilize these together is double the experience. Put these over here out of the way. These aren't in any kind of order, but let's look at the backs here. Look at these backs. Are these not just outstanding? Wow. I'm going to pause again. I don't. That's a little better. I just want the color to show up a little bit better. There we go. Look at those backs. Aren't they just fabulous? All right, Tarot of Paul's Moon and Medieval Oracle, the Beast. Here we go. Now, the Tarot of Paul's Moon. Oh, Serpent and the Peacock, the 3 moons. I forgot to mention, there's only about 10 decks left of these. There's only about 10. So you might want to consider grabbing one of these while you can. It's the 3 Moons edition. Now, Paul's Moon, there's only about 50 or 60 left of this, of Paul's Moon. So that's another one you might want to grab. It was a 750 deck edition. It was limited edition, 86 cards. Oh my God. All right, here we go. This is just, my heart just always skips a little beat here and there with these because this is where it all started. Look at that. So this is the Medieval Oracle of the Beast, Tarot of Paul's Moon. And Paul Warmby was active on this. He did a lot. He found the moon picture in a church, I believe. He was looking and found this moon picture, and that's it. I think that's what started it all. I believe this was in a church, and the window, stained glass window. Hope I have that right. But look at these cards. Just look at these cards. Look at that. You can see how beautifully they work together. I always use them together. I used these two decks for, I bet 6 weeks when I got them. My other decks just got dusty on the shelf because I could not put these two down. This was my introduction. Turtle, slow and steady progress. This was my introduction. This is where it all started, and I just absolutely fell in love with everything about them. Aren't they gorgeous? And all the gold on here, such quality. Cardstock is fabulous. These aren't glossy, but they're not full matte, which I like the finish she's put on these. Look at this crocodile. Open mouth, insert foot. Don't you love it? Aren't these fabulous? Hydras to kill from inside. Well, looks like a precarious spot to be in. The Hanged Man. Look at the Hanged Man. Isn't that great? I mean, she's chosen so many, both of them have chosen so many wonderful images for these cards. Look at that. Fighter, what a tangled web we weave. A little Shakespeare in there. So yeah, I want to go through every one of these, but I probably can't because I've got, I don't know, 6 more decks to go through. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Bat able to navigate in the darkness. Look at the 8 of Pentacles. Hard working on the paintings. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll try to grab a few at a time. Oh, look at the Devil. Let's see if there's another one there. The Devil. Is that not just fabulous? I love it. The Raven, the Knight. Aren't these beautiful? Pig is luck, prosperity, and abundance. Oh, she's got 2 significator cards in here, which I love. Some people don't use them, but I do use them. Aren't these beautiful? 3 of Swords, interesting depiction. Here's a cat. Independence and intuition, that's for sure. Look at this High Priestess. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Knight of Swords. Kangaroo, only moving forward. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Overcoming challenges. Look at the 6 of Pentacles. Quite the character giving him his coins, and there's that absolutely fabulous moon. I've got 2 other moons over on my altar, but I'm not going to take the time to get those right now. Just get the deck and you can see them. Look at these cards. Look at the Ram. Don't you love it? Take charge of your life. Look at the 5 of Swords. Got the open belly there. Oh, get down here. Sorry. Love that Ram. So aren't these just great? Oh, here's the bull. Love that bull. Makes me think a little bit of Bullwinkle. That dates me. And the Wheel of Fortune. Is that not gorgeous? Get down here in the image. Look at that. She's got a world card coming up that's similar to that I just absolutely adore. Look at the lion. Look at this world card. There is just something about this card that is just so moving. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm almost done. 6 of Swords. Isn't that a great depiction? All right. Okay, aren't these gorgeous? So it's the Tarot of Paul's Moon. And Put this back over here, the Medieval Oracle of the Beasts. So again, there's only about 50 or 60 of these left. And if you're going to get this, get the Medieval Oracle of the Beasts. It's just fabulous. Okay, let me put this back over here, out of the way. I'm not even going to try to get these back in the boxes because I don't want to hurry and damage anything. Okay, the next is... Okay, Paul Lenormand. This was the second Lenormand I got. And it's just about the only one I use on a regular basis. I mean, when I first got this, I bet I used it for 6 straight months. But look at the box. Look at the box. I mean, really? Beautiful box. Very pretty. We've got the little cheat sheets, which I love. If you're in a hurry, you want to pull the cards and off you go. I love this. But the book, for a tiny book, it's got a lot of information in it. And again, a color picture. She does not skimp on any sort of quality, no matter what the deck is. Rose petal finish for this little tiny book. I love it. Again, quality, quality, quality. You just can't get better quality. Look at the back. Isn't that beautiful? See what's in the bottom of the box. So it is a standard Lenormand, clover. These are fabulous. Look at these. Aren't these great? Look at the clouds. Letter. Rose. Scythe. He's not looking real happy about having to cut all that down, does he? Look at the moon. Is this not fabulous? Look at that. Being a Cancerian, I am all about the moon. Get this out of the image here. There are 2 women cards and 2 men cards, I think, if I don't have these mixed up. Look at the mountain. Oh, it's a gorgeous. Stars. Lily. Fox. I do get the decks mixed up a little bit. I'm old. Because look, we've got the gold on this as well, and I don't know if I showed, but a gilded Lenormand. I mean, really? Look at the tower. Just not fabulous. Look at the sun. Anchor. I'm going through every one of these. There's only 36 of them, so. Oh, look at the snake. Is that not great? Crossroads. Bouquet. Whip. Tree. Book. Child. Ross. I guess it wasn't 2 men and women. Don't you love it? Isn't that just a sweetheart? So, Paul's Lenormand of the Middle Ages. Absolutely wonderful. If you want to get into Lenormand, this is the way to go. These are still available as far as I know. All right. Let's see. Oh, the next is another Oracle. Oracle of the Witch's Candle. Fabulous deck. And it's a fun system. Look at the box. The same quality as usual. Unbelievable quality. And the premise is you're going to roll the dice, whatever number it is, you're going to pick out all the candle colors. You're going to draw a candle, like they say you roll a 5, you're going to have all the candle colors face down, and you're going to find them, and you're going to utilize those candles, and you're going to build your own deck. So let's say I roll a 2, I'm going to draw and have just two candle colors worth of the deck. So we would find all of the let's say I drew red and I drew green, I would find all the red candles, I would find all the green candles, and create a deck with it. So it's really quite interesting to utilize. Now, why is this so big here? Sorry, hit the camera. And look at the quality of this box. Image down there, look at this image. Is that wonderful? Again, quality beyond quality beyond quality. So this is the number of candles that you have. So card 1 through 9 is red, green is 10 through 18, yellow is 19 through 27, and so on. So you would draw from here. Okay, I drew it too. Look at the backs. I know I'm all over the place. It's been a long day. So I rolled a 2, so I'm going to pick this one. So I would find all the green ones, and I would find all the purple ones. So I would go through, find all the red, the green ones and the purple ones, create my deck with these 2 candle colors. So it's really fun because you get to work with different cards each time as you roll different dice numbers. And check out this book, another leather book. Look at the red foiling, gold foiling, red gilding, red ribbon. Look at the inside. Oh, just fabulous. And she has all the information in the back as well, which is always nice. She has apps and websites and astrology sites. I mean, like I said before, there's a lot she has to offer, not just tarot. But so for this card, you get I share my thoughts openly. Secret candle colors teal, zodiac is Pisces, elements water, and the lunar affirmation, I choose to share my thoughts and feelings openly. And then you have a poem that goes with secretive heart, a hidden soul, a guarded mind, a silent role. Let openness bloom in a gentle art, a trusting heart, a brand new start. Embrace vulnerability, let love reside, a connected soul, a hopeful tide. Thoughts now shared, a bond grows deep, a trusting spirit now to keep. So you get that for every card. Is this not fabulous? I just don't know how she does this. It's just, she really knows how to put a deck together. So, the backs again. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, just gorgeous. Enthusiasm ignites my dreams. We've got the gold here again. This is linen again. So this would be in your orange deck. Every breath deepens my calm. Vision lights my way. Look at this. Radiate calm and peace. My soul is a butterfly in transformation. Are these beautiful? I mean, these are so wonderful to work with. I draw strength from the earth. Boredom sparks creativity. This card cracks me up. Love it. Fear is a liar. Truth sets me free. Help create a tranquil world. I release the need to hoard. I don't know if that message is coming from this person or not. Look at this character here. The universe is painted with imagination. Look at that character. Aren't these beautiful? I'm free from betrayal's pain. Universe is my library. I'm open to unexpected prosperity. I see impatience as a sign of growth. Look at that image. I give and receive kindness. Happiness speaks to the soul. Look at the colors. Courage is acting despite fear. Isn't that the truth? I'm brave even when I feel timid. Yep, he's in a pickle. Excitement renews my spirit. Evil is simply a lack of light. Look at that image. I'm grateful to dream big. I attract sincere relationships. Maybe. I create enlightened reality. I embrace imperfection. Trust is the base of all relationships. I find inner peace in the coldest times. Unconditional love dispels darkness. Isn't that great? I step into my power. Authenticity brings peace and joy. I am a rock of steady stability. I rise like the phoenix. My thoughts shape my reality. That's a very true statement. So anyway, I don't think I explained this real well, but I think having shown you the cards, again, you create your own deck. Roll the dice and create your own deck. You can have as many as you want. If you're feeling like you want to get 10 of them, go for it. If you don't want to invest that much time, you got the 4. So I just think it's such an interesting concept, such a fabulous concept. Carol is just amazing what she comes up with. But this deck is really, really great to work with. The sentiments on each card, the imagery. Oh, and I don't know if I think I showed you the red. If I didn't, look at that. I get all excited. I get off track. I need to have more of a pattern, but oh, isn't that great? All right, so again, Oracle of the Witch's Candle. Let me put my dice back in here. We can't lose those. It's a must. It's a fabulous, fabulous oracle to go with everything. Okay, let me put this back over here. Next on the list, it's Serpent and the Peacock, Return of the Moon. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful box? 89 card, premium linen tarot, 188-page leather guidebook. Return of the Moon. Now, these 2 cards right here are on my altar, so they won't be shown, but I have them. And I have a cloth hanging behind me, a spread cloth of that particular moon, because I just love that one. So as usual, fabulous box, rose petal, unbelievable quality. The original from the art edition is inside. Suede book. Seriously. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. We've got the universe here on the inside. And again, we've got color image, explanation, a little poem. She has the reverse keywords for every single card. She does not skimp on anything. And again, in the back, we've got all of her information about it. These are the backs. She explains a little bit about the backs, how the deck was born. Yeah, beautiful. 4th chime's a charm. So this is just, again, the quality. Oh my gosh. Look at the box. Look at the inside. Look at the backs. Oh gosh. I never tire of looking at these cards. Gold, gilding again. Gold on the backs. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that art. Serpent and the Peacock. Oops, get it down in the frame. Yep, we've got the serpent, we've got the peacock, and Libra Moon. Love it. Okay. Borderless, linen, lovely cardstock. This is one of my favorite images. It's just, I like a good hybrid. I really do. I love hybrid images. Look, she has her little dragon pet right there. But look at these. There were so many images that they found that she's done more decks to include more images. Look at that. Love, this is just, love that. It's peacock. You'll see some familiar images. You'll see some new images. Look at the 4. Oh, there it is. Isn't that something? Like I said, I've got that big one of those hanging right behind me. Tower. Isn't that a great tower? Got the HUDs all in gold. The sun. Look at the sun. Love it. Love it. Love it. There's that king facing his belly. That's an interesting hybrid there. Love this one with the chicken feet. Aren't these just wonderful? Like I say, there's some familiar ones, there's some new ones. The star. There's that devil again. Aren't they just beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. There's the Fool. And my happy Blemmy. Love it, love it. And my favorite magician. This is a great Ace of Swords. This has got the elephant in it. Loving that. So, yeah. Serpent and Peacock, Return of the Moon. There's a Blemmy. It's one of my favorites. I mean, I just love that depiction. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. Lovers. And a beautiful High Priestess. Beautiful. There's my 4. So, Serpent and Peacock, Return of the Moon. This is a beautiful deck. And again, the quality. Oh, this book is just unbelievable. Love it. Love, love, love. All right, let's move on. I'm getting there. Coming to the tail end of it. Oh, love it. We're coming up to Paul's alphabet. Paul Warmby. This is his alphabet deck. I just love this deck. Look at the bats. The name Paul's Alphabet, it was created and named after Paul Warmby's medieval Facebook group where we display tarot and oracle cards. Each week is a different letter of the alphabet. So that is a great Serpent and Peacock Facebook group. It's great. How to use the deck when using the reading, have the client pull a card, usually at the end of the reading, as a clarifier. So it's just, and here's Paul and his pup. The fabulous Paul Warmby. He is fabulous. So Paul's Alphabet. Love it. So it's a beautiful medieval image and a letter that's chosen for it. And the words beneath. L is for labyrinth, lantern, lesson, light, like, limbo, listen, love, loyal, luck. I draw one of these every day to go along with, I'm now drawing a single tarot card, a single oracle card. I draw 2 Lenormand cards, and I draw one of these cards. I drew D today. So look at the images. Aren't these fun? And you could use them any way you'd like, but look at the detail on this letter. These are just so great. Don't you love it? It's such a great concept. Like I say, I use it every day. And then whatever, you can choose one of these to go with, or you could use it as a reflective card at the end of the day as well, what applied to your day, or you can choose some things to aspire to. Oh, aren't these gorgeous? This is just, it's such a fun thing to have in the collection. So different. I don't know if there's a deck out there like this or not. It won't be as good as nice a quality as this, chances are, but this is just such a great concept. Thank you, Paul and Carol, for making this happen. Look at the X. Aren't these great? What a fun thing. How fun. So Paul's alphabet, it's just so much fun to have. Highly recommend it. You can use it in so many different ways. Love, love, love. Paul's alphabet. Okay, now we're going to the medieval Lenormand. The medieval oracle of Lermont. There's a small font and a large font. They're exactly the same, only here in the corner. And look at this lovely box. Or spread cloth. She's got a ton of spread cloths that are just fabulous. This is the moon spread cloth that she has as well. It's on my wish list. On my wish list. Lovely tin. Little book. But the difference is the font. There's a font a little larger, font a little smaller. So you can order either one. Look at the backs. There's 2 different backs. The cards are the same. I'm not gonna put them side by side because they're not in order, and that'll be rather confusing. So let's see if I can handle these. This is the slightly larger font. As you can see, the banner's a little bit bigger here. So let's go through these. I love a tin. I don't have very many decks and tins, and I love it. This is just a beautiful back. This is too. Gorgeous. This is the larger font. Got the snakes on. So she's chosen beautiful, beautiful imagery. Look at the house. Wouldn't you like to go there to visit? 3. Snake. Look at the coffin. Isn't that just cool? I mean, it's rather ghoulish, but it's still cool nonetheless. Flowers. Here's a scythe. The whip. A little violent, but it was violent back then. Not easy times to live in. Bird. There's the child. Fox. Aren't these beautiful? Bear. Star. Isn't that beautiful? They're all looking up, trying to figure out where the stars are. What constellations where? Here's a stork. Dog. Tower. Beautiful. Garden. Mountain. Crossroads. Mice. Heart. Love this heart card. Ring. book, letter, man, woman, lily, there's sun, there's the moon, he, fish, anchor, and cross. So what a great pairing to have one of these Oracle of Lenormand to go along with your tarot in her decks. Just fabulous. So that's those. These are available as well, as far as I know. Clunk, clunk. Okay, we've got just a couple more. We've got the fabulous 2-deck Lenormand. Look at this box. There were so many images left after she made the Lenormand decks that they could get, she and Paul both, they kibitz, could get a lot more decks, Lenormand decks, out of all the images that they compiled. So this is a limited edition of 333. So you're going to want to grab this. These are great. These are great. It comes in the wooden box and the 2-deck lore. Just beautiful. Another absolutely fantastic leather. I don't know if this is faux leather book. Oh, look at that. Symbols on there. Is that just not fabulous? Look at that gold gilding as usual. Quality is just keeps, I'm just ever amazed at the quality that she maintains. Look at these pages. Now this is like a book you would find in a library. It really, truly is. Look at the large image of the writer, the small image of the writer. All of this information. We've got a little poem here. But look at that. You can see that this is such an experience to work with any of her decks. Look at that. Beautifully done. And then she's got pairings in the back here. You know, key pairs, moon pairs. She's just outdone herself on this. The grand tableau, we've got some spreads, and there's Paul. Paul had the idea to create a Lenormand, so we actually started with this 2-deck Lenormand, which was only one deck at first. Midway through the deck, it became apparent that there were at least 2 very good pictures. We had what we were looking for. So they just created another set of decks. Isn't that, and there's his alphabet we just looked at. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And this is her apps and her websites. I'll put all this in the description. We've got all of her decks listed here. It's just fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Oh my gosh. All right, so this beautiful box that this comes in, and my camera doesn't show maybe the purple and the blue as differentiated so well. This is the blue, and this is the light lavender, purple. Oh, it's going to show tonight. Good for me. Doesn't show as much on the backs, but it does on the sides. So the gilding, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And the backs are beautiful. Let's do it this way. And again, the same quality. We've got the gold here, the gold here. Oh my gosh. I put these back in order. So, there's the writer. Clover. It's just a slightly different version. Yep. Oh, I do want to go through each one of these because I want to compare them. Tree, clouds. I'll keep my fingers out of the way. Look at the snake. Puffins. I mean, you could flip-flop them. Use one week, use one another week. Use one day, use another one the next day. Side. Whip. Birds. Just do it this way. Child. The fox. They're not quite as up close as I'd like them to be, but look at the bear. I like drawing the bear. It's one of my favorite cards to draw. Stars. Look, we got the stork and the mice. I skipped the mouse on the other one. The mice, the dog, the tower. Aren't these just great? Look at the garden. Oh my gosh. Mountain. I know, I'm taking forever. You can put me on 1.5 speed. I get it. But I have to do these justice. I can't be rushing through. I've got one more deck that I have just done a review on, so. Ring. Book. Oop, 2 rings. There's a ring. Book. Letter. There's a man. This is the one that has the 2 men in it. I got them mixed up. 2 men cards in each deck. So you can pick which one you fancy, woman. Lily. Look at the sun. Moon. Key. Fish. Anchor. And cross. And they have the little cheat sheet cards, which is fun. If you're in a rush, you can just utilize the cards. Aren't these just fabulous? Look at that color. Again, this is, let me put this in here. You've bore with me this long. We'll get these back in where they don't end up on the floor. The medieval 2-deck Lenormand. And the pièce de, what is it? Pièce de resistance, whatever it is. Here we go. Just did a walkthrough on this, a few walkthroughs back. Medieval Earth Tarot. This is absolutely fabulous. One of my favorites. It made my top 10 decks for this year. Tarot Paul's Moon was number 2. This one was number 1. It's just unbelievable, the imagery she's got here. And look at this. Oh, rose petal. Rose petal. And look at the inside. So if you want a good, thorough walkthrough on this, I've done one. Look. Oh my gosh. Look at the inside. Again, full page, or full color picture, page, reversed, poem, reflections. And it's all about the art details. This is what she's added to this one. The book is nice and thick because she adds information about the picture, which I think is just fabulous. It's just outstanding. And again, in the back, he's got an about the medieval earth, got the key figures. She has all kinds of information about the artists and the date range. So this is just absolutely fabulous. This is going to be like a collector's edition. I mean, this is, all these are collectors, but this one is particularly just jumps out at me. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love it. So let's get the decks out. It's absolutely fabulous. And then down here, I kept hitting that. I do apologize. The table's only so big. These are some extra cards that I'll show at the end. It gives you opportunities to choose between cards. So I have worked with this deck several times, of course, so I've chosen my cards. But again, this is, look at the gold gilding. Unbelievably. Quality is superb like usual. Cardstock is a little thicker than their others. It's just wonderful. Look at that back. Isn't that beautiful? There's the fool. There it is. He's just so silly, isn't he? So, gold, gold. No skimping in any of her decks. Look at that. Look at that. This is one of my favorite magician cards ever. The little people. I just love this magician card. Love it. High Priestess. Look at that. Like I say, I did a walkthrough, so I really can't. I'll just do a quick one here. But if you want a thorough one, I took a lot more time. Look at that Lover's card. Chariot. Look at the quality of these images. Look at these. Look at this Strength card. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite Hermit cards ever. Truly. This is some of my favorite imagery. This is the Northern, oh gosh, I'm so tired. Northern Renaissance imagery. Northern Renaissance imagery. Slightly different time period and area of some of her other decks. So this is her Northern Renaissance. Like I said, I'm very tired. I do apologize for fumbling around. Look at that Wheel of Fortune. Is that not just fabulous? I'll skip through this where they don't have a conniption. Hanged Man. Hanged Men. I like that. That's Hanged Man. Look at the Temperance. Marvel. Power. Love it. Love, love, love it. Look at the World card. And the Death card. So yeah, gosh, it's hard for me to skip through any of these. I just hate to skip through any of them. I'll just go quick. Look at that. Four Swords. Love that Four Swords. Oh, gosh. These are just so beautiful. So beautiful. Ace, Page. As you can see, the imagery has just a little different feel. Look at that, Four of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Oh, love it. I just love this deck so much. And you can see why it would be in my top 10 and top number 1. Oh, there's such beautiful imagery. Look at that. Like I say, if you want to see do you love this Four of Cups? It's my favorite Four of Cups ever. Love that guy. If you want to see a more thorough walkthrough, it's just a few videos back. Here's some of the extra cards that come with. I've chosen the alternative. See, there's the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Hermit. It's a great Hermit card. Like the other one better. The Magician card. Look, this is the other Fool card. And the Death card. That's a great Death card. I had a hard time choosing between the Death cards, but I chose the other one. Anyway, I gotta tell you, This deck just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. So that is the end of my walkthroughs, my not walkthroughs, but this is my collection that I'm so very proud of. I feel so honored to have every single deck. The quality is just beyond even description. And she has a new deck coming out, a new tarot of 78 cards, and it's based on the 15th century Book of Hours. So that should be going up on Kickstarter relatively soon. So of course I will be at the ready with my clicker finger and going to order that for sure from Kickstarter. So that should be coming up very soon. If you stuck with me to the end, thank you so much for sticking with me and watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of her different decks. If you have any questions, let me know. I can get the answer if I don't know the answer from Carol. Um, if you have any of these decks, I'd love to see you do a tag. I made this a tag, so maybe I could see what you have, and you could go through the decks and give your opinion on it. What are your favorite cards? I would love to see others show the Libra Moon decks and share their love and joy for them. So that is going to do it for me. Thanks again for stopping by. Thanks again for hanging in there. Have a great week coming up. I hope that it's full of good, positive energy and lots of happiness and joy. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.